Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to my underwater ultimate dome house tutorial. So I'm just showing you the exterior here real quick, and then we'll go ahead and fly on into the inside. So this is a really cool base, right? I think it looks absolutely incredible. I think this is one of the best bases I've ever built. We have our full 1.14 block area over here with stone cutters, grindstones, smokers, as well as blast furnaces and some normal furnaces. We got our chest storage area over here with some crafting. Some melon farms right here just in case you need a little bit of food while you're in your base. A full enchantment table in the center of the build. We've got lighting up top. Everything looks super cool. We've got this nether wart area to grow for your potions, and you can brew them right here. And a little bit of chest storage up here as well. Pretty cool. But if you guys want to learn how to build this entire thing block by block, step by step, I show you how to build the exact build you see here. So stick around for the tutorial. Let's get started. Alright, so to build your ultimate underwater dome house, you're going to need to find the materials found in my hotbar below. You don't have to have glowstone, but it does make this a lot easier to see and whatnot. As far as staying under here, what I would do is go in the floor like this, drill out something, or go 3 blocks down, fill this one in, and then go underground a little bit like this, and then just sort of make an area for you to breathe. Of course, I'm in creative and showing you how to build it, so I don't need to do that, but it's a pretty simple process to build this build. Okay, you want to start out by laying out the outlines. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of stone brick. Then we're going to build 2, and then we're going to build 1 diagonal like this, and then 2 again, and then 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, and then 1, and then 1, 2, and then it looks like our area is a little bit small, so we'll just clear it out. Okay, much better. So essentially, you're gonna make a big circle, and this is how you make a circle in Minecraft, okay? So I'll go back over here and start explaining again. So you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in the ground, like that. Do 2 diagonal, 1 diagonal, and then do 2 diagonal again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 diagonal, 1 diagonal, and then do 2 diagonal, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You end up with the closest thing to a circle that you can get in Minecraft. Creepy underwater noises are great. We're gonna build up all on top of these stone bricks 3 blocks of glass, so 3 like this, and then you go around and basically build it up in this entire shape to be 3 blocks high. So pretty simple to do. I won't show me doing the entire thing, but literally all you do is exactly what I'm showing you here. Okay, now that that's complete, you're gonna have to go 1 block up with glass. I would recommend carrying a stack of cobblestone or something. Put a block on the edge, and then go ahead and start placing your glass. You don't want to connect the corners like this. You want to have that block removed. So the best way to do that is to have a block you can set here and then build off of. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna build it how I can in creative easier. But you want to connect the top, but not the edges, if that makes sense. So everything should be connected diagonally, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, you can go back and watch it again. But as you can see, like right here, I'd put like a cobblestone block or a stone brick or whatever you have, and then you just break it, and that way you don't connect the corners and you don't end up wasting glass. So as you can see, the next step is pretty much the exact same thing we just did, except you're gonna go 1 block higher with it. So the corners will have to connect here, although here, well, they actually they just can't connect right here and here. You just have to put a block there when you're doing it in survival, unless you have silk touch, and then you have you're blessed by the silk touch gods, and you can just sort of break the block and not worry about losing the glass. But for us normal players, you know, we don't have stuff like that. And then essentially we're gonna cap it off at the top. You don't have to worry about doing any of that fancy stuff anymore. All you do is fill in diagonally upwards like this, and you'll end up with your dome shape. Now, as far as clearing out all the water inside of it, assuming that you have your hidey hole in here to breathe or whatnot, it's going to be a pretty simple process. Either you use sponge, sand, gravel, cobblestone, literally any block will work. However, it may take a while if you don't have sponge, but hey, it's worth it, right? The best way I can recommend is get inside of your house, like this, obviously, when you place the last glass block, and then get a block, like let's just say you have a bunch of cobblestone, right? All you're gonna do is take your cobblestone and just sort of put it like this up at the top, like this, just fill in the entire thing, and then just sort of break it out. And as you break it out, see, I didn't do the entire layer, so it'll go back. Make sure you do the entire layer, and then it'll go down layer by layer. But since I'm in creative, I'm gonna speed things up a bit. We're just gonna take some sponge, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. It's so loud. I do apologize for how loud that is. I know it gets a little bit loud, but yeah. And then, of course, if you use sponge, you just need to clear it out now. And the sponge is now a wet sponge. I think you have to smelt it in a furnace, and then it'll give you the normal sponge back. But as you guys can see, we are inside the dome, and we're pretty much complete. The one thing you have to do is go to the outside And you see these little things on the edges? These make the dome look a whole lot better and more supported. Another thing I would do is while you're on the outside, go ahead and put a piece of glowstone everywhere that you see me putting one. And it'll help light up your build a little bit. Now, if you don't have access to glowstone, don't worry about it. It's really not a big deal. All right, so what I do is I build up 2 blocks of stone, and then use a smooth stone stair, a smooth stone stair, a smooth stone stair, another smooth stone stair, and then, I can't say smooth stone stair very much. And then you connect it up with smooth stone slabs, just like that. And then, of course, the same pattern over here. It's cool now that we have smooth stone stairs and whatnot because we didn't have those forever. 1.14 gave those to us. Now, you may also be asking, Neo, how do you get in and out of this build? That's a good question. The best way, I think, for this build without adding some sort of pillar of glass and like a soul sand elevator or something like that is, let me get inside real quick because we're done with the outside now. The best way to do it is like on one of these walls, just drill underground, make the pathway look fancy, go to where you're, try to make it somewhat near land, but you'll drill over until you're under land, and then you go straight up into land. I'm not going to show me building that just because it's going to be a pain because this is in the middle of the ocean, but make sure you don't build it in the direct middle of the ocean. But let me grab the materials we're going to need for the inside of the build, and I'll come right back. Alright, so for the floor in this build, I chose to use stone brick. You can choose whatever material you want, but essentially you're going to go in your entire house and you're just going to fill this in with stone brick. So nothing I really need to show you. I'm sure you guys can figure that out. Alright, cool. So we have the floor in our build. Now we just need to handle the lighting. So finding the center and the ceiling, put 1 block of fence and then a lantern hanging from that. And what's cool is you can actually hang lanterns from the glass, so I chose to just put lanterns in the corners here, and it provides adequate lighting. If you want to do a little bit more extreme lighting, you can go ahead and put some lanterns there, and you should be good. No mobs should spawn in here. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do the interior. I'm going to show you how I'd build it, but you guys can, of course, build it however you want. So, of course, we have furnaces now, blast furnaces, as well as smokers. We have grindstones, all that fancy stuff, and stone cutters. So I'm going to get those out of the way first, just so that we use all the new 1.14 blocks, and so I don't forget about them. Gonna need crafting tables. I'm trying to think what else. Chests, and you're definitely gonna need a bed. And I'll obviously make this look good. I try to make my interiors look very good. We're gonna need bookshelves for an enchanting room too. So what I chose to do is I would do like a layer of furnaces, a layer of blast furnaces, and then a layer of smokers, just like that. And then up on top of here, you can put your grindstones if you have 2. I just chose to put 2. You may not have 2, and that's okay. And then you can put your your stone cutters and your stone cutters, and just make this look nice and presentable. Make it look pretty cool. One thing you can do is like take a stair, and you can put like something like a pot on top of it, right? And you can make it look pretty cool like that. Not a very hard thing to do, of course, but it looks pretty neat. And then you could take a painting, which I can just grab like this, and put that behind. You can either make it that big. I wouldn't do it. I just do a little too wide one, but you'll have to put some blocks here, like some cobblestone or something when you're placing them. We just don't want to get the same painting. Oh, that was the different painting. Okay, so just like that. I think that looks pretty cool. And then, of course, if you want even more lighting, I don't know why I removed it. Just go ahead and put your lighting back. So we got a nice area over here for doing stuff. Maybe you want to put a furnace or a crafting table in here. Feel free. You can do it like that. And see, this area looks really good. Choose one side. I'm going to choose the opposite side of our base for the build. If you wanted to have 2 players in your base, that's honestly fine. It's a waste to use bookshelves like this, but they honestly look really good, so I always just put bookshelves like that. And then what's really cool is since we're in a glass area, any chests you put up high, they will be able to open because glass is a transparent block. And then you can take some trapdoors. I prefer spruce when framing chests, and you can have a pretty cool little thing like this. Yeah, see, looks pretty awesome. And then you could also put an ender chest up here or something if you wanted to. That's a completely optional thing. I don't think it looks too good like that, so we're just gonna leave it like that. And this looks, yeah, it looks good. Sleep feet to feet. That's perfect. All right, so you're wondering, Neo, where am I going to put all my stuff for survival? Well, look, you can load chests up in here. Like, you can have a large amount of chests. And then if you need even more, you can feel free and just add a bunch more. It really doesn't matter. You can even put them up here. You can put them up here. You can put chests absolutely everywhere. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I get a little carried away with my chest fever. But yeah, I would recommend framing your chests a little bit. You guys are probably like, dude, what is this guy's problem? Like, I don't know. Personally, my girlfriend says it all the time. You're like, dude, you're crazy. Like, yeah, I kind of am a little bit crazy. But we're going to put a little crafting table right there, and that's a pretty good chest area, I'd say. So you're wondering, Neo, how am I supposed to enchant all this stuff and I can't even enchant? Well, we'll get to it. Slow down, we'll get to it. We're going to take some soul sand and some glowstone, make a little brewing area. So we're going to need a brewing stand, we're going to need a cauldron, we're going to need water, we're going to need every block in the Minecraft universe. Just kidding, we'll need these things right here. Tripwire hook, and then obviously we're going to need what we're going to grow, so nether wart. And of course you can have another kind of farm in here. You don't have to be limited to this if you don't want to be. You can remove this lantern, you really don't need it anymore. But what's cool is you can have a little bit of potion storage up in here. Oh yeah, always have potion storage. And then another freaking crafting table. You can put those everywhere. Like, look at this. Look at that, isn't that crazy? You don't need them up there though, of course. They don't fit. I was gonna put like things to frame them. Technically you could put the chests and stuff up here if you wanted to, but like an ender chest and whatnot, but then it just starts to look a little weird and you're like, Neo, what are you doing? But you know what, that actually doesn't look half bad. I actually like that, and you can still access everything. Alright, and then obviously frame this. Actually, you know what, I like to use oak trapdoors for this, just because if you use trapdoors for like framing chests, you shouldn't use them for like this purpose too. So spruce and oak wood I'd say is definitely a necessity. So that's pretty cool. We did get rid of our cauldron because I'm an idiot, and we'll put two. You know, we'll just put one cauldron because you really don't need two. But if you wanted to make it look fancy and nice, and because everything in this build is very symmetrical, so I guess we'll do it like this. The tripwire hook just acts as like a faucet, I guess. It really just depends on how you look at it. And then 2 brewing stands should be adequate. Nice. And then if you want to hide some more chests, you can put like chests down in here or whatever. It really doesn't matter. If you just want a little bit of extra storage, I'm not going to put them there. I don't think they look too good like that, but if you want to, you totally can. Now the funny thing about this is if you put farmland in here, it won't, like on this, oh, it does get saturated. So you could put some farms like right here, and you could have like melon seeds or whatnot, and you could have some melons grow right here. And then of course, if you're gonna have melons grow here, take some carpet. Actually, you know what, they can only grow onto dirt, so you have to take dirt. I forgot that. And you can put dirt right here and dirt right here, and it'll just grow straight onto that. So you have melons, which is food. So now you're thinking, Neo, how am I supposed to enchant? Good point. We're gonna take everything we need for an enchanting table. We're gonna take books. Hold on, I'm just gonna clear this out. Okay, so this is pretty much everything you're gonna need. What's cool about this is since there's a center to this build, you can just put your enchantment table right there in the middle. And then around it, you can just sort of haphazardly place bookshelves just like this. They don't have to be in any particular order or area or any rhyme or reason. You just have to make sure you place enough to get a full 30. So a good way to do that is carry a handy old trusty iron axe. We're at 24, so we need 3 more. So 1, 2, and 3. And then look at that, a full 30. Oh, what? Wait, how many does that do then? 28. Okay, we need 1 more. And you can literally put them wherever you want. I try not to make it too closed off. Something like that is perfect. So now you got a full, what? Oh, whoops. Yeah, you'd think after this long I'd be able to make a proper enchantment table, but no, I still mess up quite a bit. So as you can see, that's a full 30. I think we can actually take some away. So like that one. Yeah, can we take another one away? Yeah, can we take another one? I think that was the last one we could take away. So yeah, you just need a total of like, I don't know how many books that is. That's 3, 4, 7, 10, and then I don't know, I can't count. I think it's 15 bookshelves. Hold on. It's 15 bookshelves. You'd think I'd be able to figure that out. So 15 bookshelves, and then if you really want to, you can do some fancy stuff like this. You can put cactuses and whatnot, just a bunch of pretty plants, whatever you really want to do. I'd recommend blue orchids. I think they look pretty cool. And then azure bluet, I guess, appears too, so we'll go ahead and grab some of those. And you can really fill these in with whatever you want. You can even use saplings. They look pretty cool. I like dark oak saplings. And you can make this base look pretty dope. Like, honestly, you can make it look really cool. And now you've got a cool enchantment table in the middle of your build. You're wondering, Neo, where am I going to put my armor? Wherever you want to put your armor. You can put your armor stand right here. And you can fill it up with some iron armor or whatnot. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, you can do a ton of cool stuff with this build. So let me know what you guys figured out with what you want to do in your interior. Another cool thing I figured out is if you take some carpet, like some green carpet, and just sort of place it randomly. Don't get any sort of pattern going, and you're probably wondering, how did that melon already grow? I have my random tick speed set to be like absurdly high in this world, just for like random things to grow. and it makes it like it just makes my life a lot easier. We'll put it that way. But yeah, if you just place like random carpets around, it actually makes it look pretty good. I mean, you may not like it, and that's okay. Everyone's gonna like something different. But you got a cool little armor stand there. Obviously, we need an anvil somewhere because it is an enchanting area. So you can put your anvil down. You can put it right there. I wouldn't do that. Of course, I get rid of the anvil. I would recommend just putting it on top of one of these. So maybe you want to put it like right there. That's perfect. So now you got your finished ultimate underwater dome house. I'll put on shaders. We'll make it look real fancy. Look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I just designed that. I made this up completely from my head. I had this one over here built, which you really can't see anymore, but that's okay. As far as getting your entrance done, you could put your entrance like right there in front of your bookshelf if you wanted to, and then of course drill over to somewhere and then have it work. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see more videos, more tutorials in Minecraft, be sure to click the subscribe button and you'll get notified when I upload. I have this really cool series going on right now called Falling, where a bunch of random blocks fall on a 25 by 25 area. And it's a really cool Let's Play. I know that's a terrible way to explain it, but I really don't know how else to explain it. It's just a crazy Let's Play. So if you guys want to see that custom map, be sure to check that out on my channel. If you're curious about the music, shader pack, or anything else I'm using down in the description below, or anything else I'm using in the video, it's all down in the description below. If you leave a like on my video, I really appreciate it. Leave a dislike though if you didn't like the video, but I do ask that if you leave a dislike, you also leave me a comment explaining why you left that dislike so I can further improve my content to cater towards your liking. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I genuinely hope you guys enjoyed this. I really appreciate all the recent support on my channel. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.